I'm Diane Wright, and I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois.
And where were you previously living before here?
Hollywood Courts.
And what happened to Hollywood Courts?
It was demolished.
And what was your transition period like? What did they tell you you were going to go after Hollywood Courts?
They didn't tell me I was going anywhere.
Oh, they just pretty much were like...
No.
So how did you find...
We don't want to talk about that.
Oh, we do want to talk about that.
Can you practice?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, yeah. And make a left. Make a left.
And we were being shot at, the boys were being shot at, and our kids, we were trying to have summer camp and an after school program during the winter time.
And how long ago was this?
This was, oh God, over 10 years ago. But I sent a flyer out, said all Georgia boys meet me at the community center. So all the boys came, and it was so ironic because I seen little boys like 10, 11 years old that I didn't even know sold drugs. And they came in the center, so I had a meeting with them, and I told them if they leave the community and take the drugs out of the community, I would have the guys that were shooting at them, which color?
Their tag?
Yeah, because in Chicago we call it a license plate, but they call them tags here. And I would give them the tag number, and that after I gave them the tag number, they would move the drugs out of here. And they did for a long time, over 7, maybe 8 years. And you still don't see them running the cars out here, but they used to run the cars all the time. So when they came in and I told them that, then there was a guy that was shooting up here, and they thought it was the police, but I had already told the police that I was having a meeting, and the whole community was surrounded, and I didn't know it. And when the guy started shooting, the police swooped in, and police don't come to our communities like that. And so, anyway, the drugs stopped, the boys moved out with it. That's all I can say. I ain't gonna tell you this.
Yeah, anything else?
Not that the rain will permit.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh. Well, thank you, Miss Wright. I think that's all we got.
I was about to say, I did kind of want to ask more questions because to me, it's like, we interviewed you while you were going through. Now we get to see the other side. Like, how do you feel in your life, for the efforts that you put forth? Like, how do you feel about where you are right now in your situation?
I feel good. I feel good because I know that it wasn't in vain. I know that a lot of people were helped. A lot of people got knowledge from it. So, knowledge is power.
Yeah.
And saying, oh, you did this 20 years ago when you know it's longer than 20 years. And you can't hit nobody back, because if you hit them back after they hit you, they tell you should have called the police first.
And that's about it.
They have 20, like I said, they have 22 more rules.
So when do we get a copy of the new rules? Or they
I have to get them first.
I
I have to get them. They just get it over in Bourne Homes.
Okay.
But like I said, the one of them is if you had a police call to your house twice or more, you don't get a voucher. What? But see, what y'all have to realize,
That's about it.
vouchers say housing choice.
Yes.
Which means it's a choice of housing to give the voucher to who they want to give it to.
The fact that there's no evidence that there's available voucher leasing opportunities and that we know they are concentrated. We also need to know about the architectural reports that we talked about. The building is not obsolete, and we have now put together a plan. We've taken a big step forward today with this plan. We're going to send that into HUD. We're going to send the videotape into HUD.
The meetings that they were having, like, why was, like, people were saying that, like, they were locking y'all out of meetings and stuff like that?
They weren't locking us out of the meetings. They were locking us out of the community centers. They didn't want us to have a place to assimilate information to the residents because they were using tactics, like I said, was a Gestapo tactics. They were sending the police in, and if a resident had a boyfriend in their house or a brother that they figured was their boyfriend, any man in their house had to be their boyfriends, they would take their ID out of their pockets and call in to the station or whatever and do a criminal background check over the call in.
Look, honey, you need to go up there and we need to be together. Talk. Talk to them. And tell them they need it. If you can't come to the meeting, run up there and jot your name down and get on.
Okay.
And not just when they have food.
Yeah.
I showed you this.
But you know what, too? You have to realize that guy has been walking around and talking to residents. Because we usually have more residents than this.
Yeah.
He's been walking around talking to him. He's from the guy you all seen in the center.
And I told y'all about that in every meeting that we had. When those people come out here, they going to get you one-on-one, because you know they told me in there when I was talking, we'll talk to you on the outside. I said, this is a meeting. Y'all call a meeting. I said, y'all call a meeting. I want everybody here. Somebody else might be in my shoes that cannot read or write or afraid to talk. So say it so they'll know what's going on.
Okay.
Did anybody else need to sign the resolution?
I need to sign
The resolution? Okay.
But the
Okay.
thing is, like she's saying, is this, he walking around doing it. But the thing is, like I said, I'm the person that they told, not that he told me, said, well, we don't have money for the vouchers right now, but look for you somewhere to stay, but don't do this and don't do that. You know, he was just talking to me in general. And he was saying that, you probably at the end of stay with some of your relatives and all this stuff in storage. You know, he just ran the whole little thing down to me. And like I told him, I said, you know what? I don't work too hard. And I've been on my own ever since I was 15 years old, and I'm 49 years. I'm not finna live with my relatives.
I know that's right. Ain't nothing like the owl.
I have a choice. I have a choice. And I ain't finna live with nobody. I ain't finna put nothing in no storage, and I ain't finna go.
I know that's right.
No.
Okay, Matthew. Shoot, can you shut your camera down for a moment?
And then as far as the resident consultation, did I show you guys the little cards last time? They sent in this little card to HUD because they said that they talked to all the residents and they said 100% of the Hollywood Courts residents are ready to move. Here. Okay. Does this card look familiar?
I didn't get one like that.
Let your voice be heard.
I didn't get like that. Me either.
It says, let your voice be heard. Would you like the opportunity to receive a housing choice voucher? Check yes or check no.
I ain't know.
And all we have is 2. They sent in 2 to HUD, and they said that's evidence that 100% of the residents want to move.
No, we didn't fill it out. They did. I ain't looked at it. My first
So,
okay.
so that's why I really wanted to take that survey, that poll with you today, work on our own resolution, because they're sending in this so-called evidence. And all they ask is not whether you want to stay or whether you want to move, but they ask, would you like the opportunity to receive a voucher? Now, if I came to you and said, we're about to tear down your house, but would you like the opportunity to receive a voucher? Are you supposed to say no?
No. You're supposed to say yes. Okay.
So
they asked the wrong person for getting they asked the right person.
right, and so that's why we tried to focus on a real choice in some of the questions that we talked about today.
See, it's a law for them and it's a law for us.
You have anything else?